You think I'm alone, but being alone's the only way to be. When you step outside, you spend life fighting for your sanity. This is a cold war. You better know what you're fighting for. This is a cold war. Do you know what you're fighting for? If you wanna be free, below the ground's the only place to be. 'Cause in this life, you spend time running from depravity. This is a cold war. Do you know what you're fighting for? This is a cold war. You better know what you're fighting for. This is a cold war.
Welcome to Main Street. This is where the world meets. I have 5 lively ladies here from all over Africa and the Caribbean. My name is Sponsile Banda of the Banda Legacy, and I'm going to start introducing them. I have Ijeoma Mbamalu of NUIPR, and she is from Nigeria. I have Wendy Akua Kwanzaa, the co-founder of U-Shape, and she's from Ghana. I have Sesima Kamara, the co-founder of Epic Productions, and she is from Liberia. We also have Rudelin Jean Baptiste. She is from Haiti. She is the founder of RJB Fashion Agency. And of course, we have Abby Banda, the founder and CEO of the Banda Legacy. Ladies, thank you for being here. For our first show on the air, we are going to talk about a very interesting subject that every woman around the world is like the most interesting thing, because you all know that we all are trying to figure ourselves out, and we want to know what we're going to do with ourselves. And it's the subject of feminism. I mean, how do you interpret it?
What I think happened in the 90s when women marched all the way to Beijing to try and make sure that we make as much money as the men in the workforce, and to try and make sure that the girls coming up, I mean, I guess that was us, you know, we have a fair opportunity. What happened is they left this whole question of what happens in our personal lives. Now that we have the same job as the men, now that we make the same amount of money as the men, if not more, we are left to wonder now who wears the pants. Usually it used to be the man who wears the pants because of his financials and because of him bringing home the bacon. So now it's getting really confusing if I'm sitting here as a single 20-something, 30-something-year-old and making so much money, and then intimidating just about everybody who is my age because they're just trying to, you know, they're trying to be with me and they can't do it because they're intimidated by the fact that I'm now wearing the pants. I don't know now. My whole concern and my whole confusion lies where should I go for the guy who is not where I'm at financially or, you know, in terms of success, or should I just be by myself if I can take care of myself?
I mean,
So,
I mean, when you talk about feminism, I think you truly need to see whose perspective.
Yeah.
Is it coming from the men's perspective or the woman's perspective? Because when it's coming from the man's, it's more negative.
Yeah.
Not to generalize, but for the most part, it's seen as something negative. Now, for the woman, we embrace it as woman power. We embrace it as us just exhausting all means to progress in our personal lives. So, from my perspective, feminism is a very good thing. I think we all need to embrace it. We all need to embrace it because truly it just defines us, breaking down social barriers. You know, generations before, women's position in society was based on their husband's ability to go up and down the social economic ladder. If a husband is a king or hierarchy, woman has no place in society. She's told to stay home. Now, if the husband isn't that far up in the ranking, then we have a position to go out into the world and to assist him. You know, I think our role as women, or for a long time, has been a supportive role. It hasn't been a leadership role. So when we see feminism, I think it's just us turning that around and just becoming leaders.
So is there a system in place for that to happen, though? I mean, are we supposed to be, because the problem, I think, is us trying to make that adjustment between not having had a position in society and now having to get out there and assist.
It shouldn't be a position. I think it's just taking it too seriously. I'm not a feminist. I'm not an anti-feminist either. I just think that it's been great, like you were saying, that you know women never used to work. We used to just be on the, at home, be the housewife. Now that we're out there working and we are making the money, and most of the time we're actually making a lot more than the male, and that's when they get intimidated by certain women when they're making more money. I just don't think it's about like it's a position. It's it's becoming more negative now, where we were thinking, oh, we're better than the men, or some people take feminism as, oh, all men are dogs, or all men are, or we can do anything a man can do. To me, that's taking it a bit too far, because it's like, what kind of message you're sending to, it's becoming more confusing to younger, young-minded generations, I'd say. I just think it's a lot more simpler than that. It was what it was, when it started, it did change a lot, and now that we are here, we know that we can do, we can work, and we can vote, and we can do certain things, and it's about, I think it's every individual, and,
It's a transition.
Yeah,
People don't like change. People don't like change,
it
and
shouldn't be
that's just an example of change. Juma, I think you were saying something.
Yeah. No, I do, I agree with you a bit, Rudy, is that I'm not a feminist, but I am independent, and I love the empowerment that feminism gives every woman. The idea that you can, it's okay to make a little bit more than your husband, and it's okay to sort of be, to take care of sort of, to make a little bit more to take care of the bills. I think that what I do struggle with in terms of feminism is that it can be very absolute. It's either one way, and that's a little bit of my issue with it, is that I think someone mentioned earlier, I like to have options. I like to feel like, okay, I know I can do this, but I don't have to do it. I just know that I can do it. It's sufficient. Yeah. And that's sort of, so I'm a bit mixed. I like the pieces of the feminism piece, but I also like being traditional too. I mean, I like letting a man be a man if he needs to be a man. So
how do you create that balance?
Exactly, and it's tricky.
I think what's important too is women want to know that they have the opportunity to pursue whatever they want to pursue, even though they probably won't. They want to be. They want to know that they can run for president, but even though they don't want to do it.
Let's give you
I
a
was
chance.
gonna say, I'm more of like an old-fashioned girl, honestly. I've been raised that way, as far as with my parents. I like a guy to take control. I do want my husband. I don't want it to be an issue at home with who's the breadwinner, because I think women and men, when it comes to who's making more money and who's doing this, there tends to be a lot of arguments, in terms of finances and how things are going. And I think sometimes when us women, when we are in control and we are making a certain amount of money, we do get a little bit besides ourselves. And, just, we want to do this, we want to do that. So honestly, for me personally, I know I can be a bit aggressive. So I would personally want my husband to make a certain amount of money. I would love for him to be that way, honestly. I know it seems weird, but that's me personally, because I wouldn't want an issue.
I mean, to me, it's just, it doesn't matter how much money you make.
But why is it all about money?
It definitely shouldn't be about money. It shouldn't be about money.
It's okay to have standards, but I think the money part is just,
everyone
So
bottles it in regards to money.
What I've realized, sorry to cut you off, Bo. What I've noticed too is that the guy who makes a lot of money tends to be, it's easy for him to be, he's the alpha male. The wife can easily stay at home and take care of, the kids. She doesn't have to work. But then again, that's a choice that she makes. Exactly. But most alpha male do not really like a woman who's like us, who has that sense of independence. No, they don't.
It's their insecurity.
And then here we are. There's no system in place place for
securities,
us who
actually.
love the independence of
That's
working. I love being in America pursuing what I need, but the guy in Africa who's making a whole lot of money feels intimidated by me.
Yeah.
Even if he's making a lot of money, the fact that I've been abroad and I want to travel the world, I look beyond, you know, the ordinary day-to-day going to work and coming back and cooking him dinner. And I don't have a problem with cooking. I can go make the money, pursue my dreams, come home and cook, make babies. I'm cool with that. But the alpha male that I would like to be with me, he's not looking for that. So where are we now?
You know what I think it is? I'm sorry, John. I don't mean to cut you off, but I think what it is to me personally, guys get afraid of that because I was in a relationship where, you know, the guy took control. I let him take control, you know, and I think that's where my mistake was personally. And I think, you know, going forward, I'm just going to know how to do certain things a little bit better.
So what was the issue with the relationship?
The issue to me, I think personally was, I think I got a little bit too calm, being relaxed with the situation, you know, being the, oh, okay, baby, you could do this, you could do that. And maybe that's where I messed up. And, you know, but I was very supportive in everything.
So
and
you
that's,
not being
you
you
have
or
to
what?
change
you know,
who you
I
are.
think
you
honestly,
were
I
not
think that's
being you.
exactly
For
what
us
I
to have
did.
men
I
not being
slightly
you.
did, but I can
There's
still
a
uphold
difference
my
between
bringing.
compromising and just forgetting who you are. I'm sorry.
That's what it is.
You were forgetting.
Yeah.
Exactly. Strong and you had,
Exactly.
you know, strong
And you
personality,
suppressed
and
that.
then you went in there, and then you just, you know, he was like,
Yeah, too.
where is she?
Yeah, Bo and I have this issue where if we're gonna go on a date, we have to meet a person somewhere, because the minute they pull up where, you know, we want to be or where we live, it gets intimidating for them to think, oh, if she can do this, it doesn't matter that we're sharing the place or whatever, but it's, you
Guys
know,
just
they
wanna
don't
feel-
think
guys
they don't
wanna
think
feel-
like the way that way. So does that mean now I have to move somewhere where he's gonna feel, you know,
No, guys just
comfortable?
want to feel that they are needed.
They
want to
want
feel,
to
and the
be
minute,
part
but they don't even
jungle,
get
I'm
to
sorry,
know me.
but the
Okay,
minute
of
they
course.
see that you have
What
everything,
jungle?
they feel as if they
jungle?
have.
What
What
do
do
they have to offer?
But they
us?
think
Jungle.
people can't see past the naked eye. People can't see past the
I
naked eye.
agree 100%.
People cannot see past the naked eye.
What we think guys think and whatnot. I want to talk about us as women. This is the question that every man, I think, wants to know. What do women want? Give me. I want to know your objective,
relative.
your needs. What do you want in a man?
It's
I
relative.
know what
I know what I want.
Okay, okay, let me just say, she's the youngest of the
Yes,
group,
she-
and
I'm the
she
youngest.
knows. Is she?
What do you want?
But she's got
Tell me
it
what
all
you
down.
want.
She's got its own
Let's-
I
let's-
want.
let's-
Okay.
What do you want?
I want to be able to create my own metric of success without being limited to cultural barriers,
Bam.
without being limited to anything that is not of me. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. Once I have those options, there is no room for tension or disagreements and so forth. Creating your own metric of success means you have control, but when you have control, I mean, you're influenced. I could be influenced by my man, okay? That's understandable. I just want to create my own metric of success. I don't want that to be defined by my Ghanaian heritage. I don't want that to be defined by my color as an African American woman. I don't want that to be defined by my race, how tall I am, how big I am. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't want to be limited. I mean, that's me. That's me.
Well, as for me, I would say that I want support. You know, it's nice to have someone there for you. I like to have someone who has ambition when it comes to me dealing with, you know, who I would like to be with, or, you know, moving forward now, not being all by myself and doing things. I like to have somebody to look, it will be nice to have somebody to look up to, you know, who makes you want to be better. I want to be better. I'm very, you know, I'm self-motivated. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, you know, do things that I want to do. I don't have to wait for somebody else to tell me. But it's nice every night. And just like you ladies, when I said, okay, let's do Main Street, and you guys are like, what can we do to make this happen? And here we are. It would be great to have someone who understands your dreams, who curbs you when you're trying to be a little bit too crazy, and make sure that you focus on, you know, a certain goal and until you reach it, so you're not, you know, being all over the place. So like Wendy said as well, you don't want to be limited by the fact that you're a woman. I want my daughter to be able to be a president if she choose to, but if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, I want that to be an option too, but knowing that there's another side. I want to also set an example for people, you know, young ladies, you know, from different parts of the world, to know that this is possible. So Yes, that's.
I mean, the reality is we all need a man. Like, we all need.
We need one,
all
but whether we all
But,
gonna
okay,
have one
so
eventually.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have.
I have to share this.
No,
but
but
this is the issue that I have with feminism, though. Again, is that it's very absolute. It's very much like you don't need a man to be happy,
Yeah.
and it's it is true to a point.
Yes.
To a point. That's my own take on the matter, is that it is true to a point.
True
Is
to
that
your 29.
we're made because of how we are as human beings. We're made to cultivate relationships.
Yes.
Bottom line. And there's something about having a good man who is supportive of you, who balances you out, who is not
ready for
there.
the
You
man.
go. Exactly. Who is not
out
there.
there.
If you're out there.
Gentlemen out
Sorry,
there.
you're out there.
Okay, gentlemen out there. Okay.
Anyway, go ahead, Bill,
www.mainstreet.com. Wendy is ready. Okay. I wanted to share that. Sesame, go ahead.
Honestly, I would just like to find someone that can look past, the makeup, the glitz and glam, and just see me for who I am, and look past, I'm powerful, I do this, I do that, because the truth is, you don't really know until you get to know someone, and that's what personally I want.
I'm reading a book. It's by a 41-year-old woman who is struggling to find love in New York. And
Tell me about it.
I mean, let me tell you, she went and had a child on her own because she was so lonely, and she was with this whole in her 20s. She's pretty, and she had all these dates, and she could have any man she wanted. So she didn't feel it was time to settle down, blowing guys off. Oh, you're too short. Oh, you're too this, too that, too that. And now she looks back on these days that that have gone by, and she is just distraught because she's now 41 and 40-year-old men are looking to the 30s because they want to have a family, And I'm so happy that I read this book now while I'm in my mid-20s. So I know, and it talks about how she looked at all these. She only went for the objective qualities. Oh, he's 6 foot tall. Oh, he's a lawyer. Oh, superficial.
It's temporary. All that is temporary.
It is. Because
Hold on. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. I don't think a girl that's 5'8" is gonna want to walk around with a guy that's like 5'4". To me, it's important to me. I'm sorry.
If you're comfortable with the way, let's say the perfect picture. Yeah.
If you,
I'm sorry. Honestly, like I want to say I do have my ideal guy that I plan.
Which is why you need people around you who are gonna give you a reality check and say, look at this man. He loves you and he makes you feel exactly the way I feel. Yes, that's
you can look at the negatives. Go in looking at
No,
what
I agree, but I do have my certain standards though.
If he's too skinny, be with him and help him go to the gym.
Cook for him, make him some food.
Shape him up. Shape him up.
You can fix.
You can hide. You can tweet it.
Exactly. That's okay. Okay,
I used to date guys who are only 6 foot tall. Like, I love the whole thing of him coming down to me and scooping me. But the reality is I'm below 5'4". So what the heck am I doing with a 6 foot? My ex was 6.4. Okay, he was like, and I was never happy. But you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But the thing is, the other qualities. You could definitely, you could
some
find.
qualities just cannot, genuine, genuine, who's passionate, who's loving.
Yes,
Those
height
can't,
has nothing.
No, height, nothing can
Yeah,
buy
no,
that.
I agree. Personality is a good thing, but I mean, I have my certain standards, and I'm picky when it comes to dating.
If you're not attracted,
But this is married.
Let's talk in 10 times. Yep.
you have to be attracted to him, though.
That old lady home.
I know.
oh my God, ladies, it has been awesome talking about this. We could talk for years.
Of course.
Of course. Let these ladies loose talking about men. We can carry on forever. But I know, but I just want to say to the viewers, thank you very much for catching this show, and catch us next time on Main Street. You will love it. I promise you. Thank you. Bye.